Hello, Divine Sunshiners. This is Divine Sunshine coming to you with a bonus that just came to me. DM was pretty much talking to me, saying, "Hey, you know what? Let's kind of just have just an intimate conversation, channel reading where you talk about as far as what is our thoughts about 2019 and as far as where we think we want to go in 2020." I'm like, fine, because of that Libran man, the DM, my DM has no problem checking in. That every now and then he chimes in as well. And I had a couple of, maybe about two divine masculines that made appearance in this room yesterday. I can't tell you how they look, but I can feel the essence, and I think about my divine masculine saying, ain't that's more physical and more real in the spirit than it is them in the physical in the 3D. And I was like, well, that is true. That they came, so they were like really manifested themselves in this room too. I can't remember, I just remember that Libra, and there was another one that manifested himself in the room as well. I thank you, and I'm honored that they feel very comfortable that they can say. I think that's because a lot of times I like to I kind of resonate and feel more comfortable in the masculine energy than I do in the feminine. That's a whole kind of like not. That could go in several ways because of the way I was raised. I think my mom raised me a little bit more towards the masculine end than the feminine, and I had to learn how to kind of balance each others. I remember also a reader had told me once that stated that, because of the way I dress, it helps me to keep that balance between the both of them, which is interesting. And I guess so, that is true. I don't like too much boy up, and then I could tell, and then sometimes it's some days I can feel like, oh, I feel comfortable. Like a couple of days, like I was like, I'm pinning back. It looks like my hair was short and whatever. Sometimes I look at when we swap, my DM and I, it looks like sometimes he's comfortable when I have that boyish kind of look and he's like feminine. I'm like, what's going on here? But I guess with the energies, he's like, we're swapping. It's like I look at him and say sometimes he's more into his feminine. He likes the kids and the taking care and the nurturing part, and I'm looking at him like, that's a foreign object. But I know how to live in that because I'm a teacher, so I've got to be able to do that. But to say, oh, I feel comfortable sitting in this like a car, staying in this kind of gear shifting mode as far as driving, no. I feel more comfortable in there, like making decisions, doing this, whatever, like that. But I'm not all the way masculine. So sometimes I think this is just me thinking and saying. Sometimes I think that there are some of us that you say there's no DMs. Most times the ones who's watching, those are the ones that are the feminine. They carry the feminine charge. I don't know. I guess so. I don't know. I want to say one day we're going to pop up and find out that say it was a lot of you all that was out there that was acting like you were feminines, but you were actually masculine. But we just masked you that way because we figured that maybe the collective could take it a little bit better if it came from that, like, oh, she's a female, I could take it. But a lot of times we all say it's nothing but feminines that's out here that's on these YouTube channels and doing these actual readings and stuff. You might be surprised if how many that might be masculine say, I'm out here too, but we just mask and house as women. And we're not. I could think of a couple that I think that they resonate in the masculine energy less than the female. And that might be sometimes why you say, I feel chalk going across the board a little bit. So this is what I'm saying. It might be kind of hard because it was like something about you resonates to me on that same wavelength as the masculine, So we'll see. Hey, powers to be is in charge of this, and they'll tell us what that aspect is. But like I say, I feel honored that they came to me, a couple of them, and said, I don't know, maybe it was from last night with us doing this powwow, and a couple of them like pulled me over to the side and said, that was nice you did for the feminines. We appreciated that, gave them some insight for us and them. But can you just do something that represents us and talk on the behalf of the divine masculine? And I was like, sure, I would be honored to do that. So this is what we're gonna do. So we're just gonna have just a conversation. We're gonna let him. I'm saying, speaking of, I gotta make sure he ain't the real deal. Holyfield 3D ain't said nothing. Okay, just want to make sure. Okay, get on out of here. Okay, talking about pot. Yeah, in city of Chicago, starting on tomorrow, we could be able to. They could be able to smoke pot. I just see that about this. I'm not one of those things, but that's interesting how the world has changed. Now we're more open to that. And so I've seen our mayor, our governor has now released and gave reprieve to people who had been put in jail for that, for carrying marijuana. They letting it go. I don't know why that came to me. I guess the divine master. Somebody else like, I like that idea. That's fine. So now let's start off with, let's ask the divine master. We're just gonna have this talk about. Can you tell me what was like your idea of 2019? What was the purpose? Aha. What was the purpose of 2019 for you as far as being on this journey? Oh, this is interesting. Oh, okay, we gonna roll with this. So yoga, your life is enhanced by yoga, stretching, and exercises. Stop. So this year, 2019, according to Divine Master, it was learning for him to be able to get his chakras, like open it up or get some of them aligned, and his emotions. To me, I'm picking up, he's saying that pretty much the emotions was pretty much taking control of him. It's like it was in the driver's seat. It was like the divine feminine. He says, correct that. The divine feminine was the one that was in the driver's seat, that was actually kind of pushing this whole thing, this transformation within him in 2019 alone. It helped him to stretch himself. It helped him to also exercise some things that he had. Okay, now that's you popping stuff. Uh, Helped him to also to start. Okay, it's fine to do that, but then don't get me off track. Okay, you can confirm through it, yes, but that's okay. Okay, moving on. Do you? I'm fine. I'll center myself. Okay, so the thing is for you to be able to exercise, and he was able to exercise himself. He said mainly because it was the divine feminine that was the driving force for that. You were learning how to exit through your practice. He's saying he was able to be able to propel himself to start looking at himself inwardly and creating this change. I see this light that's at the top of her as well, which is again centering in crown, that crown chakras, getting those downloads that was helping him to say to change. He also said in 2019 it helped him, the purpose he felt was to get healing. So it said your purpose is to bring divine healing, light, and love to this world. Again, he gives a lot of credence again to the divine feminine. I hear him saying you took the lead, you took in the light and love, which caused him and take. I can see like the divine feminine is here and the divine masculine is right here. It's like you take it in, then I take it in. It's like that. This I take in the light, and then then I take in the light. That helped him to heal, and he knew that started to understanding that on a deeper level for him. He's talking more physical talk, like layman's terms, so it ain't gonna be a lot of the high stuff when I'm talking to him. Like he's like, because I felt some changes going in you, divine feminine. I felt some changes going on within myself as well. Like, I start caring about like the world or wanting to see. It's like I became more spongy, he's saying. I started absorbing it a little bit, kind of became a little sentimental. Maybe he's like, dude, am I crying at the damn commercial with the dogs for Peter, that one at the ASPC commercials, a couple times I might walk past, and here lately, this year he's like, oh my God, do I feel my eyes sweating? What the hell going on with me? I'm feeling kind of girly, The divine master even said that one time. He was like, I know I'm asking a lot of questions to ask you favor. I sound like a woman. And I was like, yeah, I can hear myself talking to you. So it's a lot of kind of moments like that was happening. It also 2019 presented for the divine masculine leadership. It was a lot of situations that came along that caused him to say that I got to step up. I got to man up, he said. A lot of angels was with him. A lot of spirits, if you want to say it. He's saying a lot of things of signs of synchronicities, he was saying, this was appearing in his environment. He keeps on showing me about the environment. The environment around him, so synchronicities, numbers, things, people around him reminding him of you. You know, there's a lot of times I'll speak up and tell him what it is. It was a lot of the angels setting that up, or either the powers that be was setting up these things to say, okay, yeah, you're getting kind of off track. Let's kind of bring you back, homie. You know, I don't know where you think you're going, but, you know, this is it. A lot of times here where I see here where you got the sword of truth, which is pointed down, grounded in the ground right there, almost like Excalibur. Helping them to do almost like King Arthur. A lot of things, the challenges that came along for him to be able to do just like King Arthur, to be the right person to get into that divinity, to be the only person that can pull that truth out of that rock like Excalibur. Helping him to find his own truth, he said. It was like a quest, almost like knighthood. Well, knight, again, is not really the highest, you know, form. He's like, you knew how to start. Okay, you're saying you were able to strategize as to where you actually wanted to start going. It's like I'm starting moving the puzzle pieces together like chess. He's showing me, and like I'm actually knowing how to kind of maneuver things around. Now, knight means, again, you might not like this, but knight means, again, you ain't got the power or the authority to be able to make no moves. You just going off of somebody else's strategies. And so he's like, yeah, kind of like that. And he said, I understand a lot of times I was dancing to somebody else's tune too. But I still had the castle in sight, but the castle was just home, which is what the prize, eyes on the prize as well. Okay. All right. Would you like to tell me anything about what's going on with love? Let's see. Idea of love. Let's see. I'm kind of drawn to this. Clear. So what was your idea? What went on as far as love in 2019? Whoa, 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 whoa. And I want to say thank you again for your honesty, because I can feel you saying I'm opening up. So I thank you for that. Okay, so now, okay, I'm gonna go with this one because I like it. Felt like he pulled that. Okay. All right. So now, well, if it is, we'll come back to it. It'll show up in another way. He's like, I forgot a card. I could have pulled that, but okay. I don't feel. We'll come. Trust me. If it's for me to say, it'll come up. Okay, so now, it'll come up a different way. I ain't got to see the card. So, okay, here we go. So, we got three energies that we have here. We got release your ex. That's the energy we're in 2019. Okay, a lot of the divine feminines are like, thank you, Jesus. Yes. Separation. It's on 2019, and true love. Okay, it sounded good. You know, I can say, let's hear it for the boss. Okay, so now, so funny thing is, all of these cards here that came out that you showed me are in reversals. Now, reversals for me shows me that these are things in which you or energies you moving into. So I want to say also, and I think it's safe for me to say that in 2019 you wasn't quite there. I think as the span of the year, he said, yeah, as the span of the year went on, you start moving into this energy, such as, I think I'm going to have to start releasing my ex, okay? Because this right here, what is like the person that you're actually with, person, place, or thing, he said that, because all of us is not, okay, I hear him collectively saying, all of us ain't just dealing with a person. Somebody stepped up and say, it ain't just one, it's not people all the time. I understand that. So a person, place, or thing, something was burdening. Either the job was working on his nerves, money, finances wasn't right. Family, somebody said family. Family was that. I'm telling you how now they're coming to me. It's like it's a room. It's like it started off with just one or two. Now it's a little bit more of them coming forth. It's like, oh yeah, she talking. Okay, we could do that. Almost like a Ghost. Remember Whoopi? And she had a couple of them before she knows she had a room full of them. This is what's going on right now. So I got a room full of them. Like it's a little bit more. I'm gaining the audience. So this is good. So whoever's watching this is tapping into, I'm picking up. So again, they say stop talking. Okay, but you know I'm a talker, right? And he's like, yeah, my main one. Him is like, this how she do. This let her flow. So my thing is that it's gotten to the point that it's been burdening you. As a matter of fact, it got to 2009 and 10. It was kind of hard for you to see that you were really truly divine. All of us said, yeah, that ain't nothing new. So you was really pretty much the illusions. But what I'm seeing here is these illusions start getting covered by clouds. Okay. And they're saying to me that they say, yeah, it's not also about illusions. It's also about your intuition and your awareness. It's like my intuition and awareness start getting cloudy. Okay. And that's kind of, to me, they're saying that's in the background. So the background to them, they say, is in the past. And you got trees. So he start getting some knowledge about some things. Some written communications, a couple of them to say some communications that went on, like text, email, something they seen. Could be on the job, they seen something written in email they didn't like that triggered them to say, oh no, I got to let this go. It could be a text that had happened transpired between, this to me I'm picking up between him and the other person that he's with. They're seeing and say, oh no, I gotta get rid of it. Now you're just paranoid. Something ain't right here. And then I'm also seeing that somebody like a contractual, like business thing that was brought up too. Somebody is stepping up and telling me that they're like, yeah, I feel like I got to get rid of that. So it's some contractual, some paper work has been involved in this, and because of this has helped them to get a message in the bottle. It's like through that triggered them. It's like an aha tower moment that Jupiter 11 talks about. It was from a weird source. It's like I would have likely have not even thought that that was the source that was going to help me to say, pick up my bed and walk. This ain't working out for me. Then you have also the separation in 2019, which again was a time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Whatever partnership, whether it's business partnership, work, family as partners as well, or in a relationship partnership. I'm picking up that saying, they saying in unison, we were tired of the drama. They're saying all of it together. Say this other person, whoever this energy is from right here, say they was just dramatic and it was just over clinging for no reason. They were really pulling on my heartstring. I felt at some point me being very honorable. And they say, oh, believe it or not, he said, I know how you all divine feminists be thinking that we're not honorable, but we are. We are really going by what our heart is telling us to do, and we feel like we're doing the honorable and just thing in our minds. Okay, that is my DM said, and don't give me that look neither. Okay, stop before you pop and throw something off on here. But there is that he got to the point of saying that, you know what, this is not working with me. And because of that, it's because of this trigger again, the divine feminine again. He keeps saying that it's because of your work. That's why we keep on telling you it's very crucial, divine feminine. You don't know nothing else. You are the driving force. They can feel you. You're tethered. I remember I went to an event. I'm going to talk real quick. Went to the event, and this lady was talking about, oh, well, have you seen my husband? She said, there go my husband. I seen him out there, he talking. She said, I swear by God, sometimes I wish I could get me something that we could be tethered at all times, because he just like to talk. He just go off into other places and stuff. And so my thing is that, again, as divine feminine, you all are tethered together. So wherever you're going, that's that push and pull thing. My thing is, he said, because you feeling blessed, it helped him emotionally feel like he was blessed. He was able, I see this purple here, he's talking about his third eye was able to kind of open up. It's not as strong like I would like it to be. But this upper heart chakra had a lot of activities going on. A little faintness in the solar plexus is saying, okay, I can kind of stand my ground, stand in my authority of who I am. I feel a lot of shifting in my environment as far as spirit, shifting the energies and charging it up and doing these things. And I can feel this change here that's saying, you know what, I need to move into this energy. It's saying separation is inevitable. That's what they just brought to me. Not like it's an option. Before it's like an option, well, you're not could be like, no, I'm at the point that it is no option. It doesn't matter. And they just told me, because I was like, well, hell, some of y'all ain't looking like it. Okay, I ain't trying to make enemies here, but my thing is, like, he's like that. That's how she go again. But my thing is that again, they fired back at me. It doesn't matter how it's looking on there. We all know still on a deeper level that this something's not right, and it's time for us to go. Like, something's just ain't right. It just ain't right. So now we moved in 2019 into the energies. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep it short. I hear this. We ain't got pace for no long drawn stuff. I'm like, okay. My thing is, so we on 2019. We staying right here. So in 2019, you moved into the energies of understanding true love. Again, just like what I said, here's the proof in the card here. This pillar is right here on the feminine side, which lets me know that the divine feminine has been the source of keeping the structure up. When you have pillars in different architectural structures, the pillars is the one that keeps it up, you know, because like if you do any kind of work and like that, you know, a lot of times they say, well, I'm gonna tear down the wall and I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z, and they like, well, you can't. This is the anchor right here, or something anchoring in the walls. We're gonna have to work around that because otherwise, that the whole structure is gonna fall. The divine feminine is the one has been holding up the structure of this journey right here, according to what they're saying here. And they give you credence, and they're showing you here. It's showing also that here the divine master doesn't matter what you feel and say on the outside divine feminines they say, but again we have been talked to. There has been actually some spiritual or powers that be or angels or whatever kind of presence is, it really has been working with us. It's been really talking to us that we feel strongly, like they might not say nothing, but we like just like me looking at this thing saying, okay, like Ra, the statue of Ra. And it's like, okay, wait a second. I feel the presence, and I ain't up in this room by myself, you know. And so this again, this true love, this thing is called, they saying true love, you know, this one a lifetime. Still wanting this. Some of them actually, if they were in physical, I'm here saying in physical union, or they got in contact, or those are not in contact. You know, it's like still when we interact, I'm hearing some of them that's saying, no, I'm the one I'm talking that I have physical contact with my divine feminine. And he's saying that a lot of times he still has that guard up. You know, the rest of them like, yeah. You know, I almost feel like I'm at like a, now I didn't change it to like a cigar. Now that's you bringing me that. I definitely know. Some kind of like lounge or cigar lounge, like the guys like hang out. Now it's like, okay, oh, I'm in the know with the good old boys network, so they let me in, so they feeling more comfortable, so they changing scenes. Before it was just one in the room, next they put me on stage, and next is now I'm in like the good old boy network thing. I'm just showing you where they shifted me. So it's like, yeah, he like, shh, don't be telling them what we doing. Well, I'm trying to so they can understand. So I can't. I'm not gonna disclose no more anyway because I'm VIP. So I'm very happy again. I'm gonna keep on saying this. I'm very honored and very thankful that you all are letting me in on this again. So again, this true love. Why? Because they feel like, again, like Tony Braxton said, breathe again. Oh, I shall never breathe again. I have to watch it and make sure it ain't. No, hey, okay. Nope, that ain't him. And it should come across here. So my thing is again that because of the work that the divine feminine is, she looks like she's ascending, she's levitating, coming up higher, she's coming up lighter. It's helping him become lighter in his emotions, helping him to breathe, you know, even no matter what kind of the circumstances is. This showed itself in 2019, but at the same time here he's saying, I felt like I could breathe because of the work that she's doing, and because of this, like it was like a breath of fresh air. They just told me this, the divine feminine is thinking about this new love and this possibilities that reside into that. Okay, can you tell me what was the thing that had changed that for you? I would like to know that. What was the catalyst that changed that for you in 2019? This like where did this come from? I know I used the taboo thing, didn't I? I'll use that for 2020, okay? He's like, you used them damn romance cards. You slipped it in there. Yes, I did. Oh. Okay. The changes that brought this on for him in 2019 is finances. Your money been funny, ain't it? And so you ain't, and so has your honey. That means you're loving. When the finances is funny for divine masters, very much so. That's everybody across the board. But for masters, and their money's not looking right, you ain't gonna get too much of that loving Bring back the love and feeling. Oh, that love and feeling. Bring back that love and feeling. Now it's gone. Oh, 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 oh. Doom, 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 doom. Okay, so the finances, like you be trying to ask that to bring it back, but nah. Finances is communication. I'm saying in some ways with some of the divine masculines, divines are stepping up and saying it's a lot of times of how I speak about how I speak about money. That's not helping me out. Because this blue is not as bright as it should be. It's kind of a little dirty. So he could have worked a little bit on some of the divine masculines. He's being a spokesperson for, say, the way I speak about money. Money is not very negatively. I ain't got no money. I'm broke. Yada, yada, yada. I always follow about the I am. That mindset of how he's communicating that through the bridge. Some of them created this change because of health care. Some of them, just be blunt with you, their health is not in the best of par. It's just not. And that's what also created the change. It's like I'm hearing somebody saying, like, you know, is this the way I'm going to check out like this in this situation where I don't want to be with a person I don't want to be, or in a job I don't want to be, or with these family members on me like this, or being with this business partner like this. This ain't worth it. I got to check out. So I'm seeing the sacral being represented there, how they're connected to each other. And this heart chakra is very, is light, it's weak, it's not as bright as I like to. So a lot of issues that was going with the heart chakra, maybe closing it off, or this feeling like, you know, it's not dying, but it's not as strong. It needs to be cleansed because of all these other things that's happening with them. And so those are the two things that's caused Tim to really have this reality check, they're saying. Okay. All right. So that's what happened in 2019 to have that. Okay. So, what is it? Yes, I'm going to delve into that. What is it that, again, that your shadows that you're hiding right now at this point? Clear. Right out there, because I don't never know when mom be saying about food is ready. Okay. What is it that you're hiding now, DM? Masquerade. Well, I can see something. Why do I see? It's like we in the thing, but I see girls high-fiving like they in the movie theater, and they like, girl, I could have told you the next car was going to be Masquerade. Shh. Divine feminine, don't add on to it. Shh. They looking like, what? I told you. See, there they go. Oh, no, hold on a second. I'm the mediator between the two. But with that is pretty much, that doesn't surprise us. And it really don't surprise you either. What are you masquerading off of? No, I don't want to bring that out for that one. I want to leave that later on for that. I keep on getting drawn to this card. So I think this is going to tell us what. Ah, not my phone. Jesus, Lord, have mercy. Hold on a second. Let me see if it's on percentage. Oh, Jesus, that brought me out. It's 94. It should be all right. Probably need to be more closer anyway. Just to be close to you, girl, for a moment, baby. Whoa. Oh, wait a second. Oh, I'm so glad I went through that. One of these cards don't even belong over here. This and this, that. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Yeah, sometimes if they come out, they ain't supposed to be there. Okay, we'll check that out later on. What are you masquerading again? Here. Whoa, man. I want to say, come here. I can kiss you for all that. All y'all. Thank you for your honesty again. I'm just going to keep on saying that. This gratitude for you all just saying that. What you're masquerading is this contract. Some of you all is in, that could be a marriage or anything contract that's involved here. That's you masquerading about that. Like it's all, you know, this business partnership is great, but at the same time you're like, man, this thing is hell. I really want to get out of this. That this masculine. I really want to get out of this shit. I really do. You just don't know. You just don't know. So whatever it is involved is contractual. Also, again, spiritually, they might not understand it, but they say it's hard for them to visualize. They're masquerading, like, I got a vision, but it's not. It's funny that this part here, look, this is covered here with what's covered here on this, from this masquerading. So it's stopping him from very pretty much visualizing, thank you, visualizing the true him, his true identity, this masquerading, this that he's doing. So that's causing him a problem with that. And then he's masking that he's in like anxiety emotionally. He's like, I'm depressed, I'm all cried out over you. Remember that Lisa Coat Jam song? So look like he might have been. Some of them say, oh, "Yeah, I've been crying." If he, ain't nobody looking and seeing, yeah. I have cried because I've been, some days you might catch me. I might be like somebody, like I see a curtain. If you look behind the curtain like the Wizard of Oz, you would see me back there crying about, crying and see me soothing myself like that. And that's on the masculine side. So it's like, I'm not, like really almost saying, it's all right, baby. Just really saying that he probably say he needed a hug. That's what I feel like, yeah, we need a hug. They all saying in unison, we do. So my thing is, it's all right. It's okay. Promise, it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. My thing is like he say you might catch him. He might be crying. A couple of them say that. Yeah, and say it's getting to him kind of bad. It's making it hard for him to get rooted and grounded in some things too as well. With that, okay. Like want to pull his hair out. Yeah, you probably do. Okay. Let's move into the energies because I hear Mom stirring up there, and I know you all said not too long, and I felt like it'd probably go to 45. Okay, so I kind of want to, let me see. Can you tell me, like, really kind of give me an understanding about, like, what's currently going on with you? Clear, you told me what 2019 is, but what's currently going on with you? Can I get 3-card or 5-card spread? This came out first. Won't surprise me. Whoa. Okay, thank you for your generosity. It might be, but I ain't got time. Like you told me, hurry up, and Mom's stirring upstairs, so we can't ride like that. Okay, no long period of time. I think it's been ready. Here we go. Right now, because currently the energies is that you're very concerned. Now, I can feel like you're concerned about this health. I really feel my heart is burning. So I don't know, some of them might have some kind of like, again, the heart chakra is very strong, but also some of you all might have some heart issues, because it could stress on you, because going into heart, almost, he was saying, it's about the word out for me, heart attack or stroke. Watch that. A lot of aging, a lot of maturing going on concerning this aging you because you're the stress and the worry. You really want some serenity and peace in this whole thing, and you want to really have that serenity and peace to put on the table for yourself and let divinity to be able to shine some light on the situation, because right now it's darkness, which means you're depressed. Divine masculine. You really looking at the divine feminine here because she's the main female card here. The beauty that she brings to it. She's got things that she puts on the table to you that she brings something to the table. She ain't like, ooh, no, you didn't. Who said that? Oh, wait a second. Okay. I don't think Divine Feminine's going to like you kind of calling them that way, but I'm going to put it out there. So excuse me for that. He said some of them said they ain't like some of these other hoes that's out here. Excuse me. I ain't with that. I'm speaking Divine Masculine. I do not speak this on no regular basis. Anybody know me, I don't do that. So he said, yeah, like some of these hoes that's out here. Excuse me. So my thing is that that she comes totally different. She's classy, she's elegant, she's sophisticated. She knows how to act in the room. She says to me when she comes in the room, she holds attention, holds my attention if nothing else. You know, she's like she's sitting pretty. I see this chair he's bringing to my attention. It's like she's an open book. She's got the curtains. It's very opaque and sheer. I mean, it's nothing really like she's got a really the open window to her soul. She knows herself, and for that I admire her. Okay. And it looks like he keeps on drawing me to the ceiling. It's like although it's a ceiling there, but to me it's like the sky's the limit. She don't really let things be her limitations as well. Okay. Right now, currently, what the energy is, he feels like he's in prison. He feels like he's a mouse, like he has no energy or no power to be able to get out of this because it's poverty, which again goes back to his finances. He wants somebody to come along to unlock the key. I'm saying to him, you know, it ain't for somebody else to come. You're divine. It's really for you to unlock the key. You know, maybe someone can come along and kind of help to propel you and push you in that situation, but it's up to you to be able to do that. And he's like, I can't. Okay. He wants to right now. Currently, he wants to be the wealthy man. He knows time is not on his side. I see it kind of covered in this capsule thing here, but he really wants to make a withdrawal. It's like, you know what, you know, I understand about this bank of love thing, and what I really want to do is just withdraw all my time and energy and whatever it is in this situation, and to go take it someplace else. Times looks like it's also frozen to him. This is what he's bringing to me. A couple of them saying like it's not moving fast enough for him to be able to make these money moves, as Cardi B says. So he really wants to get to this point where he's really comfortable in it. Looks like to me it's like to him that he could be able to present something to you. You see him in this light. It's like, you know, like it's like Pretty Woman. He's bringing to me like, you know, I could whisk you off to San Diego in a day if I wanted to. It's just like I got ideas of some things of how I want to present to you, and I just need this right now. I need to be in this mindset to create this wealth for this to happen. This is interesting. The rest of them come in reversals, or did I not turn it around, or whatever. To me, I'm gonna let it stand that way. It's like he wants to emphasize very much so when they come in reversals. Like I know definitely this thing, although where I want to anchor it and where I want to land, and like he's almost saying like where I want to have my kids, where I want to have my family, where I want to plant myself firmly in, is off in the distant horizon. As a matter of fact, I dream about that. Some days you see me catching bees, although I'm having anxiety, I'm daydreaming about this and fantasizing about us and some things in which we do together. Okay, he told me stop. Don't put my eyebrow up. Okay, well, I'm just kind of in. This is like I'm about to say. This is like the first time me hearing this. It's like, well, yeah, I do. Why would you think I don't? Yeah, I do daydream about us. I'm like, okay. Emphasizes he really wants to in the present. This is where he is. He's feeling like, oh, he gave me a fork in the road. He with this courtship card came in reverse. He really wants to come to the point that we really are more interacting divine feminines with them, more engaged in there. But at the same time, I'm picking up some other things. Like she looks really checked out there. It's like I'm kind of scared as to what your reaction is. You know, I'm nervous. I see you sitting there. You look like you checked out to me. You look like you kind of thinking about all the things I've done to you in the past. Like, is this really happening? Is this really going to go on? And I'm really scared of your reaction. But, you know, part of me is like, I got to try. He said, I got to try. I'm pushing myself. Say, I don't care about the reaction. I've got to try. I see the heart chakra there in green. There's kind of a little light and faint. Divine feminines, I would say, with you work with that heart chakra on your end, because I already told you the leadership is showed here. That's going to help to propel him as well. But he said, I'm just going to have to try. And he'll see the statues. He said, it looks like our love is pretty much written there. Seems like to me also he picked up it earlier, told me about that you know, this courtship, whatever, that he's in this relationship with this thing that he does not want a part of. He really wants to kind of He wants to get rid of that. He's like, I don't want no engagement with that no more. It's like, that's it. That's also why I got the card in reversal too, because I'm just really tired of it. This back and forth, this banter, this masquerading. I'm putting in this line and having these trying to have these interesting conversations with this person or with this business partner. This person said, this business partner said, I'm tired of that. Having these meetings with this person, I'm tired of that. Having these arguments with people, I'm tired of that. This partner or whatever, like that. We're not seeing things eye to eye. I'm really tired. And it's really wearing down on me. This is the next thing where I am, is with bad health, because I'm thinking, but I'm really looking to my divine feminine to really help me, to give me the antidote, he said. Antidote as to what to do as far as how to get me in here. I know that this bed that I'm in and I'm lying in, I'm the one who made it. I know this. I know that it's got me to the point where I'm concerned and I'm aging because of the stress of it. I know it, I'm the one, but I'm still looking to you practicing unconditional love. That like I'm seeing this window, which is brought to me, like, even though some things it said, even if there's no door opportunity for you to walk out of, God would even, or the universe will show you a window to go out of. It's like I'm looking for another option. It might not be the one that everybody else would see, the road less traveled, but even if it's the window, and which is shedding light, which is a new way of me getting out this situation. I'm thinking that the divine feminine is going to show me that some kind of way, energetically or physically. It's going to show me that, and then it's going to help me, lead me to my heart, because I see a lot of greenery here, like the nature of who I am, as far as a divine masculine. And I feel that I got a little light shed on me, I got light shed on her. It's darkness. I'm a little depressed, I am, about where I am right now. That's what they're bringing to me. Okay. Now, what is the energies that you would like for? She said, don't you touch them damn romance cards. Well, I kind of want to see. I wanted to see it. No, don't touch them, because that is not my energy. Okay, so clear. What is the energy for 2020? Go woo hoo hoo. Let me ask, I feel her lingering. All right. Before I get into this, hold on. Hold on one second. I want to ask questions to make sure. Okay, I got 15 minutes now. I got to wrap up. I said, let me ask, because I can feel her energy. Like, I'm kind of ready, but it's time for us to eat. Okay, so Ace of Swords here. Again, right now in 2020, the feeling is, as far as him, is again, most of the time when I see this, again, I was usually the opposite, but today when I'm looking at this, it's like really letting his emotions, the energy has changed. Okay, you say you don't need that. I'm telling you what it is. Okay, so it's really in 2020, it's really getting to the point where the emotion, he lets his emotions take control of him. That's funny, I'm almost doing the same position, like I'm the divine masculine, and I'm binding my hands like this. And it's just like really letting the females take the female within him, he said, really take control of the situation, you know. They don't act like, again, like I said last night, you know, like, oh my God. It's like one of the divine masculine, like, you know, what's she doing to me, doing all that complaining all along, but at the same time, they loving it. And I'm here McDonald's. Ba, 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 ba. I'm loving it. So they loving it. They understanding that now in divine 20 and 20, they're going to have to start cutting cords. They got to be able to take this stand in their truth, really point in the direction that they want to. Stop being a pin cushion for everybody as well. This is what they really are moving into. Really taking that bed and what they said they had lied in it, but then finding a way to take that and that is going to be pleasurable, because this is a bed again. So that's funny. The last card was talking about bed, and then we're moving into this again, divine feminine. It's like, okay, now you asked for me, divine, I'm speaking for the divine feminine. You asked for me to help you. Now you got to let me take control. I don't want to hear none of that complaint about, but I don't want to do it that way. It ain't that, because if you're doing this S&M, that means if I tell you we going left today, we going left today. And if I'm telling you we're going right today, we going right today. And you know, you won't talk to me again, because S&M means I'm the master. I'm in control. So in the physical, they're saying that too, and then also in the the 50 aspect of it, that the masculine is going to let the divine feminine within him take control of his emotions, his passions, because this is like passions, you know, doing that. Knight of Wands here. This again was union. I gotta look this up, because I remember this had like another underlying meaning for this, was Knight of Wands, and I thought that was very interesting. Embracing the magic of the spike of wheat, the bond that prevents others from escaping us, is made not of fear but of joy, not of chains but of freedom, not of past promises but of future plans. This to me is like creating a bond that can nobody else get in between. It's that energy. It's nothing but, I did a private reading. I told the person that's that sacred trinity, where it's nothing but the divine feminine, the divine masculine in there, and in between all of this is nothing but the powers that be of the universe. Or if you believe in God, it's God, that trinity, like they say, what God puts together, no man put asunder. So that's really coming into that understanding that it's like actually coming together, and the third party energy is not by somebody physically. That third party energy is really about the spirit being housed in between there, and this creating that bond, and whatever that thing is bonded by the joy of us being together. We're bonded by the understanding about, oh my God, what's going to happen next. Just the beauty of it, all of us knowing like we live in this thing in the now, day by day, and how the universe is bringing all these wonderful things to us in this relationship. So this is where he's seeing the divine masculine, is that letting emotions take control of it, letting the divine feminines take control of it, not sitting up there saying, you know, oh my God, you know, like society put on there, like, oh, you gonna let the woman lead? Oh man, you know, what time you supposed to let the man supposed to lead the household, you know. So it's a switch of the understanding as far as the mechanics of the relationship. It's okay with the roles if they switch. If my woman want to take control of me, that's fine. If my woman want to drive me around, that's fine. You know, it's no more of that, having that attitude of that. And this bond, I love this. This is really bonding, like coming together. And this bonding, I hear someone say, and that bond is going to lead to union. Wonderful. And it's going to lead into that, because once you have that synergy going on between you and that divine masculine together, nobody come in between that. That's the next natural thing that they're going to want to go into, is into that union. You know, you vibe with me, I vibe with you. You rock with me, I rock with you. So that's the next natural thing that's going to come into play next. What I want to do next? Is there anything that's the natural, that's the thing that he wants to say? You say don't touch them damn cars. I heard you. Is there any kind of event that's going to happen, clear, that's going to create this change for you in 2020? What's the big catalyst event? It's always the catalyst events that's going to make that turnaround. I feel like at the beginning of 2020, you're going to have to work out some kinks a little bit, but it's going to be that one little catalyst event, divine masculines, that's going to say, like, yeah, I hear someone say, well, it's different from all of us. And I know, however, I just want to kind of know what is that one. I'm going to do the shadow aspect of you that you're going to be working with, clear, in 2020. Got you. What is your divinity? I'm going to pull all of them so I can kind of talk it out. Got you. What is it that you're going to have to surrender? Okay. He said, you moving fast. Yeah, I know, because, you know, with mom. Like, we got to get the move. I'm ready. She wanted. She ready. Clear. I'll come down here and clean this off later on. Okay, 2 of them. That's it. The final thought you want to say to the Divine Feminine. Let's put you here. Something else you want to say to her. Final thoughts. Put that in final thoughts pad. I'm asking. Come on. When I'm with you, it's for real. What I feel when I'm with you. When I'm with you, I hear a song. There's in there and says it's right. When I'm with you, sun shines my way. It reflects the rays of light. Anyone in the world, when I'm with you, it's for real. What I feel when I'm with you. Look that up, Tony Terry. I'll put it up there on the thing. That one, yeah, that's a beautiful one. That a lot of times that was a wedding song. Trying to say something to me? I don't have a problem with that. I don't think any of the other ladies have a problem with that either. I'm just speaking as a spokesperson for the rest of them. That's it. Okay, so now someone's like, yeah, I'm ready. Someone's like, whoa. I'm like, wait, well, think about it, boys. I mean, guys, men, think about it. Seems like I ain't no boy. Think about it. You know, that's all I'm gonna say. Just think about it. So now, what's the catalyst event that's going to be for you? Again, contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met. Trustworthy relationships. So again, something's going to switch into your emotions. She might be in your emotions. But again, when you search deep into it, I see this here child here. So I don't know what it is. One point I want to say to me is like if it was children that was involved with it, some kind of way you're going to get it to the point to say it's okay. The child is going to be okay when you leave that relationship. This is what the Divine Master said. I got to the point of saying it's going to be okay when I leave. That was one of my points that made me kind of stay binded by it. I see a card that's showing me where it's a man and a woman and there's a child and they bind it by some cord. Said that's going to make it be okay. Some of them were staying because of childhood wounds. They were saying it was causing them to kind of stay there as well. But they said this sense of wanting family, like a true family, and a sense of belonging to a group, things of that nature, and just really having a trustworthy relationship caused this. So they seen some things. I seen like fishes or something like that. They keep on bringing to me. It's like food for thought. They've been thinking some things. Maybe those synchronicities that been brought to them early has helped them to get them food for thoughts for that. And they just really have went down. They had a lot of other cups. I remember, I think Daniellleboomlle said that, like the 10 of cups, a lot of times, like they're saying, like they've been to all the different cups, but it's that one cup of love that they've been waiting on. It's like I've been with, like the other one said, them garden tools that they had been through before, and like, you know, but out of all of them, you're the one that's special. I don't ever call you that name. You ain't no garden tool to me because you're special, you're classy, you're sophisticated. That one, you're that one preserved cup that they've been waiting on, and they left you for last because they's like, I'm gonna test out all these other what they call the garden tools, and then when I get to you, it's gonna be different. Or these other ladies, it's been suspect in their behavior. I don't know if they've been really true in as far as they love and expression that they express to me. So that's why I kind of say they suspectish a little bit, and I left you for last, like the best for last. Like that. Do 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 do. You gonna save the best for last. Something like that. She said, just when I thought that my time has passed, you go and save the best for last. What things and shadows you're going to have to be working with in the Divine Master said through the year 2020 is that this becoming one with this ugly part of him, the ugliness, the things that he had did in the past, playing atonement, just really saying, just release it and understand, hey, that ugliness that had happened in the past helped me to get to where I am now. And that's what he's saying. It's helping him to understand in 2020 that ugly stuff, going through that partnership with that business, or being in that marriage, or being in whatever kind of that family issue. It helped him to find out the beauty in all that ugliness that had happened. In his divinity, the Divine Master said that he is working with, he's like, you taking control now. Yes, now I'm doing like 2020. I'm controlled now. I got you. According to the cards, it's saying you becoming, the Divine Masculine is becoming okay with the difference. Him being very unique. It's like, I'm sexy and you know it. So again, being different, being very unique, and probably a lot of people, even his friends, family members, have seen that, and even past partners have seen that. It's something different about him. He's not like the rest of them. The way he's built, the way he says, the way he carries himself, everything's different. He's come to the point that I'm feeling more comfortable with the skin I am. I'm okay with me being different. That I'm not fitting in with everybody else. This is the divinity that he's going to be working with in the year 2020. He's got to learn. He's learning how to in the year 2020. He's saying that's what I'll be working with, is to surrender the idea you can fix someone. Some of them said I heard somebody over there say, I felt I was in this relationship with this person because I felt like I could fix her or fix them in the partnership. And so that's what made me stay. Like maybe they might have been addicted to something, or something about it in their character wasn't right. You felt like they were sick in the head in some kind of way. They felt like they were there to heal them, to make them better. And the year 2020 is going to come very self-evident that they cannot fix this person. And it's like, you know what? As a matter of fact, I'm feeling like it's showing me like they drowning. Like me trying to go out there to save her was making me drown in the process. Okay, so it's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. Feel somebody saying somebody had some mommy issues too, so they was in the family because they thought they was going to help to fix their mom too. Okay, that's it. It's funny, they got the emotions, they got the target, so they laser beam on that. Some final thoughts that the Divine Masculine wants to say to the Divine Feminine says, I'm sending you a song. Yes, he said, I'm saving the best for last. So he's saying a lot of you all Divine Feminines, they say collectively tell them that we are sending them songs to let them know that that's from us. No, there is nothing wrong with music. Music, again, is another way in which the Divine Masculine speaks to. Okay, so again, I see she know we tapping into it. Yes, Sister Desiree. Spirit already has confirmed that. Now you see me pulling right out the box. There's nothing wrong with what we talked about as far as music. Again, he's saying he's getting a lot of aha moments, which is helping him to really start coming to the realization as to, one, who he is, two, as far as his place in the world is like mission and purpose, and also him understanding the connection that he has with you. It's a lot of tower moments that's happening, but these are gentle tower moments that's happening as well. That's going to help nudge him in the year 2020. And he says, I have my guard up. Now, he told me as soon as I said, what you mean we ain't got no time for this? He said, no. God is not up for you. The God is up for people that no longer serves him. So he's learning now that guard that he has, as he's wearing that armor, was really good, suited for a purpose. And it's not, he was using it against the wrong enemy, he said. Oh, yo, you so smart. He said, I was using it against the wrong enemy. The enemy was not, he said, the enemy was within, and the enemy was not you. I was using against you when I should be using against these other kind of karmic situations, or these third party energies that really didn't have any place in my world. So now I got my guard up to be able to use this and utilize this and know that understanding, and I can't fix people. All right, you so baby. I'm about to say you might get you some tonight. Now, I was like, you so crazy. I know. Some other final thoughts. He said, "There's just well, you're so smart like that. I find you so ultimately sexy." That's the all of them. I know they saying the same thing. I got you. I'm so glad you came to that aha moment and knowing that booski. So there's just something about you I'm scared to lose because I know I won't find it anyone else. Find it in anyone else. He's like, would you get it right? Okay, thank you. So you ain't got excited. I did. I got excited. Got turned on too. Okay, here we go. There's just look at this shaking his hand out. Oh my God, this girl. Every little step I take, you will be there. Every little step I make, you'll be there for me. Okay, you got it? All right. There's just something about you I'm scared to lose because I know I won't find it in anyone else. Oh, that's beautiful. I wish we could be together right now. You got to work on some things. I wish that we could too. This genuine. I'm sorry for hurting you. I never wanted you to feel bad in any way. So that goes back to, I almost won't cry. That goes back to the year 2019 about what had happened. And he says, you are my heaven and earth. Okay. Next thing also last, and my wife, yep, doing real good because I said it won. So his last words he wants you to know, say again, this is through these cards again, is spiritual connection. The relationship has connection that goes beyond this lifetime. So he lets you know, I know that this is special. This ain't no just today happening. Love makes the difference. Love can help heal past hurts and provides a sense of security, self-worth, and importance. So, again, he says, slow down. When you are excited, you get ahead of yourself. Take time to allow things to you got jokes, ain't you? You see me get excited, and I was talking about that, and I said, ooh, I got turned on. That sounds just like you talking about slow down. But again, slow down on those things. Don't get ahead of yourself as well as far as thinking, like my divine masculine always tells me, you're thinking in the future or you're thinking in the past. Stay in the now, okay? Especially when this thing's coming. You know, I can feel this divine feminist getting a little nervous, like, oh my God, it's happening, it's happening, it's happening, it's really happening, oh my God. And then, you know, you kind of thinking, you know, don't get yourself into those thinking either. And love is all around you. There is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this as truth. He's saying you are love, and a lot of times I see him saying that, like even when you walk into the room or you all connect together, he could just feel just the love, the presence of love, just all around you. Last thing, two things. I know I said that. He said you're lying again, and your mind's gonna be on you. Clear. I want to see what the universe says. Let me see the parting words that the universe want to say to the divine masculine, which is, it's not only about being right. In all tests of character, when two viewpoints are pitted against each other, in the final analysis, the thing that will strike you the most is not who was right or wrong, strong or weak, wise or foolish, but who went to the greater length in considering the other's perspective. Don't you agree? The universe. And you know what? And Spirit saying, I'm going to leave that up for you to clarify for it. I know exactly what this means for me and for him to say again. I'm just going to leave it up to you to clarify that one. Okay? I know what it is on that one. It's like, shh, be quiet. Clear. It's like, no, don't be quiet. Let them find that out on their own, what that means. And the universe also says in order for them to seize the day, that means starting today, to prepare for a better tomorrow, which is in 2020, which is the future starts today, not tomorrow. Pope John Paul II. Did I just say that? Man, we make a dynamic team. Pow, you better give it to me, boy. Chest bump. Boom. Mwah. Love you. I'm out of here. All right, until next time, Stay uplifted. Stay motivated. Stay ascended. Namaste. Namago. And love you.